5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another broadcasting of Goldey Beacom Lightning basketball. We're just underway here in the women's game tonight as the women are taking on New York Tech. We apologize once again for technical difficulties for allowing us to start late in this one. We're at 8:23 mark to go in the first quarter. Goldey Beacom trailing this one 5-0. And Kate, Goldey Beacom coming into this game 1-1 in the CACC. 3-7 overall. New York Tech coming in 2-1 in their conference, 6-4 overall. And Goldey Beacom trying to get things right back here at home. There's a 3-ball there by Tanner Turner-Rush. That's a good start. Here comes New York Tech here as they're set up in their offense. They swing the ball around. Goldey in the man-to-man. Good defense here by the Lightning. Just under 8 to go here. There's a driving layup that is good. That's Shaylee Frierson, the freshman, putting in 2 for New York Tech. They're up 7-3 over Goldey right now. As McGrogan, Amanda McGrogan will bring the ball up. This is Jill Latanowicz. Down into Brittany Bryson. She swings, goes baseline, puts up with the left hand. No good off the backboard. New York Tech looking to run. There's a 3-pointer that's off. That's number 0, Maya Hood. The ball's last touched by Latanowicz as the NYT player threw it off of her. And Kate, looking at Goldey.
Yeah, looked like Goldey last game versus New York Tech. Goldey Beacom is 1-2 against New York Tech, getting its first win with a 70-67 road triumph December 8th in 2016. Brittany Bryson provided the heroics, hitting the go-ahead layup in 29 seconds left to break a 67-67 tie. She scored 15 points and hauled in 13 rebounds, with Marissa Howard adding 12 points to that, Pat.
That's a big-time game there from those two, and they're going to look to duplicate that in this matchup. 7:08 to go here in the opening quarter. 7-3 to score. Here's McGrogan down the lane, running layup, no good off the backboard. Rebounded there by Taylor Triptree. She looks up. This is Hood, and that is a travel. Too many steps right there, and Goldey Beacom will take over.
So, Pat, it looks like this is Goldey's final regular season non-conference game of 2017 to 2018.
As they will rear into that CACC conference schedule here soon. Last time we saw Goldey, they had a huge victory against a crosstown rival, Wilmington University. They ended up winning that one 61-59.
Looks like last game.
Yes.
Yeah. Last game, Goldey scored the first 13 points and was on way to an 82-60 win last Saturday.
I was looking at the men's notes. Kate, you caught me there. You caught me.
So freshman Alana Speaks had 17 points and 10 rebounds on her first career double-double with 4 3-pointers and all career highs. Sophomore Amanda McGrogan netted a season best with 17 points on 6 of 8 shooting and a season high of 5 3-pointers to help nail 13 threes. 3-pointers. Yeah, that's a lot of 3-pointers.
Goldey looking to continue their hot streak at home. There's a nice layup by McGrogan. Cuts into this New York Tech lead. 9-5 the score right now. There's a nice job by Jubelli. Margarita Jubelli with a nice steal, but loses her footing and steps out of bounds. It's good defense right there by number 2 in white. Here comes Marissa Howard and the aforementioned Alana Speaks. They're going to check into the game for their first action in this one, Kate.
Yeah, we were just talking about both of them. We just mentioned them. Alana's making a great transition from being named the CACC Women's Soccer Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, she was Rookie of the Week, I believe, this past week within basketball. She's a great dual sport athlete here at Goldey Beacom, and there is a foul call. I think it's going to go on Tanner Turner-Rush there. A little bump defensively, but They will not let that one go.
Speaking of Alana, 17 points off the bench. That's really great for, you know, a freshman.
Right you are, Kate. To be able to step in and have that kind of an impact is huge, especially, like you said, coming from a freshman. Nice. Brittany's going to pick up a foul there. She tried to show her hands, but she committed a little too soon right there.
Brittany last game had 16 points with 7 of 11 free throws with 7 rebounds. She's always getting rebounds, Pat.
That's the strength of her game without a doubt there, Kate. 9-5 your score, under 6 to go here. That's a nice run, a nice play right there by NYT. The layup's no good. Rebound to Bryson. Goldey will take that. Here's Tanner Turner Rush. She's 1 for 1 from deep to start this one off. They dip it down to Bryson. She goes in the middle. Nice look from Marissa Howard. That's great high-low basketball there, Kate, by the 2 post players. Here's a 3-ball attempt, and it's, oh boy, that's a nice looking stroke there by, and I apologize in advance here, Nina Vukosavljevic. She is a senior guard from Serbia. She's got 5 points in this one, and it's a 12-7 lead. NYT on top. They dip it down to Bryson. She can't hold on. Taken away from, we're going to call you Nina for right now until I get this name completely figured out. That's a nice little no-look pass. Just couldn't be handled by Maya Hood. Goldey Beacom will take advantage of that turnover as Nina Bartlett will check in for her first appearance in this one. Nina, instant energy off the bench, Kate.
Yeah, we've been seeing that the past couple games, and especially, you know, when Brittany and Nina are both in at the same time, that's a huge threat to whoever's playing them.
And here's Tanner Turner Rush bringing the ball up for the Lightning. They trail 12-7, 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. McGrogan down the lane with a nice running layup. 2 points, Amanda McGrogan. Nice drive there off the dribble, Kate. NYT, New York Tech, the Bears. Setting up their offense. They dive it down low. Marissa with good position, and there's a travel. Nice job, Marissa Howard, holding her ground there, and Madison Strapoli couldn't keep that pivot foot on the ground. Now Howard will look to pass the ball in. She'll get it to McGrogan. McGrogan covered by Jill Spagnuolo. Full court pressure there by the freshman. Here's Alana Speaks down into Nina Bartlett. The 6'1" sophomore looking to go baseline. Nice look, nice ball movement by the Lightning, and Marissa Howard puts in 2 points. That's great ball movement right there. NYT doesn't waste any time. They're trying to get the ball down the floor fast. This is number 5, Shaylee Frierson. Down the lane, and no continue. That should be on the floor. This is in the NBA out here, or the WNBA, I should say. Spagnuolo gets fouled on the drive. I believe they're going to put that on Tanner Turner Rush.
You know, Pat, I don't know if New York Tech's just really good at pump fakes, or they can actually make those outside shots, because it looks like, you know, they had number 23, Nina. She's 5'5". It looks like she was making some outside shots, but they all seem to be really good at pump faking, so catching me a little off guard.
On Wednesday, New York Tech saw their 3-game winning streak snapped with a 73-69 loss at next-door neighbor LIU Post. Maya Hood had 25 points on 11 of 20 shooting with 15 rebounds, as that layup's put up and in by Madison Strapoli. Frierson had 13 points, and Nina Vukosavljevic kicked in 12. Madison Strapoli had 11 off the bench for the Bears, who only played with 8 players and saw an 11-point lead erased in the third quarter. So they're coming off a loss here, and Goldey Beacom's going to try to catch them while they're down, Kate.
Yeah, you know, they're only 3-point down, and we've got a lot of shooters on our team who can make those outside shots, so hopefully we can get that next time down court.
Here's Ruth Fernandez checking in for the first time in this one, number 21 in white. Here's McGrogan. She'll pass the ball in, 3:15 to go. 14-11 New York Tech on top of Goldey. McGrogan looking to set something up. Gives it to Ruth Fernandez. Alana Speaks, she'll try the three. Last time we saw her, she had a lot of them, and she's going to take off. She's going to take off right where she left off.
You know, Pat, that's what I was just talking about, that quick three.
14 all after the Speaks three-pointer. NY Tech, they run this flex offense. You see it a lot of cross screens, a lot of down screens, whole lot of movement. Here's Frierson down the lane. She's going to get fouled. I believe they're going to call this one on Speaks. We'll see. Frierson gets herself to the line. Only a freshman out of Troy, New York. She'll go to the line for one, or for two, I should say. First one's no good. And Kate, we were speaking pregame to John Levinson. He's the head of the officials at the Division II level, and he talked to us about a couple rule changes that, you know, we'll talk a little bit about throughout the broadcast a little bit. Some things have changed within the game of women's college basketball, especially with the fouls. A lot of important stuff to talk about. We'll get to that at some point during the broadcast as that ball goes out of bounds. For example, there's no more flagrant 1 or flagrant 2 fouls. A flagrant 1 has been changed to an unsportsmanlike call, which will award the team who had the foul 2 foul shots from a player of their choice. It doesn't have to be the person who was affected by the foul. 2 personal foul calls against a specific player will cause an ejection. That old flagrant 2 foul becomes a automatic disqualification from the game.
That's interesting. I didn't think that they changed those rules, mid-season.
No, they didn't. It was a change that was taking effect since the beginning of the season. Fortunately for us here at Goldey Beacom, we haven't seen that new rule change come into effect. Been playing pretty clean basketball here to start the season off. But yes, and we'll talk more about the rule changes as the broadcast goes on. There's a 3-point shot by Hood. That's no good. Rebound will go to Speaks. Nice box out from Marissa Howard. Here come the Lightning tied up at 14, under 2 minutes to go. Speaks has the ball. Marissa Howard looking, kicking it back to Speaks. First time into the game for Chiara Dezelbach, number 22. There's Marissa with a nice little left-handed hook shot, no good. It's a nice look, though. They cross-court it down, and a layup is scored there by Strapoli, just over the outstretched hands of Nina Bartlett. Here's Jezelbach bringing the ball up, using her body as a shield, crosses over. Ball's deflected, and it will go out of bounds. Nice defense right there by Frierson. Got to give her credit there, as Jezelbach was looking to make something happen with a nice, precise crossover. Kayla Bomani will check in for New York Tech.
Looks like the majority of New York Tech's team is actually from New York.
I'd say that would have been a fair guess if you would have guessed that without looking there, Kate. So that is true, though. I think there's 2 people not from New York.
New Hampshire.
Meg Nolmeyer from New Hampshire and Vuko Savlovic from Serbia, of course. That's about as good as you're going to get with the pronunciation from me there, Kate. I believe. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Probably not, but trying my best here. Minute 9 to go here in the opening quarter. Goldey Beacom controlling the basketball right now. Down by 2, 16-14 your score. They dump it down, and Nina Bartlett with a strong move with the left hand, and that baby hook won't go. Back-to-back possessions where the ball just will not fall despite good looks from the Lightning.
We have under a minute left here.
Jezelbach defending. Here's Bomani driving baseline, getting to the rim, no good. Out of bounds, last touch by the Lightning. Brittany Bryson will check back in. She'll grab Marissa Howard, who gave some good minutes there for the Lightning off the bench. This is Frierson to inbounds. She'll give it to Taylor Triptree. Over to Hood. Frierson back to Hood. She shuffled her feet. Yes, she did. That's a good call by the official. Traveling violation. Goldey Beacom will take possession with 33 seconds to go here in the opening quarter.
A 0.4 second difference between the, oh no, 3.4 second difference between the shot clock and the regular clock.
Here's Jezelbach handling the rock for Goldey. Trying to set the offense up, gives it to Alana Speaks. Speaks waiting for the offense to set. Kicks it to Ruth Fernandez into Brittany. Brittany looking down low, doesn't find it. They get it to Jezelbach, who makes the easier pass. Kicked out to Speaks, she'll pull from three. Back rim no good. Jezelbach goes over the back. And I believe we're going to walk the length of the floor for a one-on-one. No, maybe not. Over the back, I guess, is considered a offensive foul. I mean, it is, but not a loose ball foul, I should say. 5 seconds to go. Here's Frierson handling the ball, driving the lane. She gets fouled there by Jezelbach, and now she'll go to the line for 2 shots. 2
quick fouls for Jezelbach.
It's a rough start. Guess she got her with the hand check there. She was trying to stay in front. Looked like she did a decent job, but she must have got her with the hand. And we just got word there from John Levinson that it should have been 2 shots on the over the back call.
You were right, Pat.
I thought I was. He just clarified that for us. The officials are going to talk something over right here. Let's see if we can pull up these notes that Mr. Levinson dropped off for us via Dropbox. Let's see what we can open up here, Kate.
Maybe they're talking over the back the first time.
I'm wondering. I mean, obviously that was the correct call. It wasn't made.
It would be a really late call, but it would be the correct call.
Really late.
They might have her shoot 4.
I have to get the Dropbox app in order to read this. Unfortunately, I do not have that at the moment.
I think they might be having her shoot 4.
They can't be having her shoot 4 because if the over the back would have blown the play dead, which means they'd have to put time back on the clock. They would have to, and all that happened would have not really happened.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear. Oh, no, this is just an announcement. They're discussing it. The DJ's starting to blare some music. They're trying to turn up here during this break. I believe this is that new Pharrell song. Am I right here, Kate? You know, you're hip.
Yeah, I'm totally hip. I see you dancing.
No, I'm not dancing. I am not dancing. Both teams trying to talk things over, Kate. And,
I wish I knew what was going on. I don't like waiting.
We're going to talk. We're going to talk about this Wilmington game here, Kate, the last game for Goldey, and how they scored the first 13 points in that one, Kate. You already talked about that, you said. Look at this. I'll tell you what, Kate, you're on top of things, Kate. You're absolutely on top of things. It's absolutely phenomenal. But we could talk about Tanner Turner Rush.
We could. Let's see. All right. Tanner Turner Rush, Jr., and a 2-sport star athlete, came on scene 2015 to 16, has given the squad valuable minutes at guard, averaging 27 minutes off the bench. She ended 58th in the league a season ago with 7.3 points per game, 14th with a .353 three-pointer percentage, and 19th with a 1.6 three-pointers per contest. 45th with 0.9 steals per contest and scored in double figures 10 times. Turner Rush also has made both of the fall and winter academic honor rolls 3 times. Whew, that's a lot. In the young season, she is averaging 8.8 points per game. That included 15 points with 3 three-pointers on November 14th against Shepherd. Turner Rush also hit the three deciding free throws with 0.1 seconds left in Goldey Beacom's 61-59 win at Shippensburg.
It's something has determined because there's foul shots being taken here by Madison Strapoli, so we're going to wait to see just exactly what the call was. I'm not quite sure. First one was good, second one's off the front rim, no good.
They are going to do 4, Pat. I was right.
And there was some kind of call there. Now, looking back at the replay, if they did call the over the back foul, it was not Rispoli who was over the backed. It would have been Caleb Bomani, and I know that was absolutely a terrible way to phrase that, over the backed. But that's all I could think of at the time. 18-14 your score now. Second one's up and good from Frierson. 18-14, or 19-14, 2.4 seconds to go. They'll get it into Nina. She'll turn and look to fire down the floor. And nice idea. Nice idea. I think they were going to try and turn around, get that to Speaks for a quick three. Just didn't execute that one. We're at the end of one quarter here, Caitlin. 19-14, the Lightning trailing New York Tech right now. We'll be right back after this break with second quarter action here from Joseph West Jones Center on the campus of Goldey Beacom. You're watching 302 Sports. Gentlemen, at Joseph West Jones Center. I'm Patrick Arianes, joined here by Caitlin Ferry, my broadcast partner. We're bringing you Goldey Beacom basketball live here on 302 Sports. We're in the midst of starting the second quarter of the women's game as they're taking on New York Tech, trailing by 5 right now, Cade. And from what I heard, you were going to talk a little Brittany Bryson with me?
Yeah. So Brittany Bryson, she's just been adding points, adding career blocks, free throws, you name it. Career points, she's got 1,240. Career blocks, she's got 108 for career free throws. She's got 239 career rebounds. She's got 885, and for career field goals, she's got 500. I mean, Pat, every game we're talking about her. Like, she's, getting in. She's a ball of energy. She's always adding points to the board, getting a whole bunch of rebounds, and she's really, adding to the contribution of the team's wins most of the time.
Right, you are, Kate, and all of those totals that you put, those career totals, are top 10. Actually, they're top, you could say top 9. They're all top 9 on the Goldey Beacom record books. A storied career here for Brittany Bryson. She swings at the Ruth Fernandez, wide open corner three, no good. Rebound to New York Tech as they look to break out here. Layup attempt, no good. Brittany Bryson, there she is with the rebound.
Pat, hopefully after we get our halftime notes, we can figure out what was going on at the end of the first quarter there.
That's a great idea. Caitlin.
Thanks.
As Amanda McGrogan kicks it into Nina. Nina gets the double team. She dribbles out of it, kicks it over Ruth Fernandez. One dribble baseline, gives it into Brittany Bryson. Bryson gets triple teamed, and that ball's taken away by Vuka Selejovic. Hood with the layups up and good.
Seem to be having her name bounced around a lot.
You got to keep trying. You got to keep trying to get it right, as this one will be stopped for a old shoe tie. Happy Lightning holiday to you, Kate. Yeah, you ready for Christmas time?
You know, Pat, right before I came here today, I was finishing up some Christmas gifts.
Were you?
I was.
That's awesome. You're in the Christmas spirit. I had to pick up a Christmas gift today as well. Alana Speaks trying to deliver a Christmas gift there from 3. That's no good. Nina Bartlett with the rebound. Ruth Fernandez. Here's McGrogan. She's in the cheering mood. That's no good. Off the back rim. Here comes Vuko Solezovic. I feel like I say it different every time, Kate. Saved by Frierson from backcourt. And Leo, that's up.
For Nina, number 23, since I cannot pronounce her last name.
It's up and good. And it's a 9-point lead opened up here by the Bears. That's out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Lightning.
Looks like Mara Polk. That's her first appearance of this game. She came in for Ruth Fernandez.
Yeah, Ruth will go and take a break. Decent minutes there to come into the game. Got some shots up. And here's Mara Polk, like you said, handling the ball. And give it to Speaks. Speaks driving, looking. Oh, it's a nice idea, just couldn't get it. I think that ball was deflected on the entry pass, trying to get that ball in there to Nina Bartlett. New York Tech handling the ball here. Goldey Beacom playing that man-to-man defense, staying in front, trying to make everything difficult defensively. Ooh, that looked like a double dribble, Kate. I don't know from up here.
Yeah, it did look like that.
And Alana Speaks is going to pick up a personal there as Nina Vukosavljevic gets the foul. As the PA announcer doesn't even attempt to say who's shooting the free throws. I can't blame you, young man. It's quite an aim. First one's up and good.
Got Tanner Turner-Rush and Jubelli coming in, and we've got Taylor Triptree. Triptree, that's a cool last name. She's a freshman from East Septuagint, New York. Is that how you pronounce it? A lot of weird pronunciations today.
East Setauket.
Setauket.
If there's any New York Tech fans watching at home, you can let us know in the comments section, and we'll make that adjustment. I always like hearing the city or town names and how to pronounce them correctly. It's always a good little tidbit to throw in there where the players are from. Here's McGrogan. Into Nina. Sorry, that was Margarita. There's Brittany Bryson off the glass. Not there, but there is a foul. I wonder if I don't recall this on Margarita Jubelli, I guess. Must have got her in the back. Coach Beth Ann Burke wants to talk it over. She's going to take a timeout here.
So it looks like Burke's 5th year as a coach during the time with the Lightning has 3 CACC tournament appearances, including a home quarterfinal game last season. That's a big one. The squad last season was 17-12 and 13-6 in the CACC and posted the most overall and league wins during her time, and as a program went to the league tournament as a 7th time in the last 8 years. Last 8 years, they've really been, up and coming. So
Coach Burke has this team playing great basketball over the past couple of seasons, and last season was one of those runs where they started off much like this season, where they took some lumps in the non-conference before getting into that CACC schedule and really pulling away. We're going to look to do very similar things this year, and this team has that capability of doing so. They have a very even scoring disposition with this team. Everybody can contribute at any point. That 3 ball's no good off the back rim by Spagnola, but the putback's up and good from Shaylee Frierson. New York Tech has opened up a 13-point lead here on the Lightning. Here's Maripoke. And they're going to get Tanner Turner Rush on a push-off.
It's another offensive foul by Goldey. They got to lay off those. They got to make sure that we're able to keep everyone in.
For Tanner, it's her third personal. She'll take a seat. Does not want to pick up the fourth foul. That's a smart decision there from Coach Burke. Rest one of your better shooters. Keep her involved in this game for the second half.
I think that was only her second foul, Pat. That's just what it says on the board in front of us. So,
well, the board is wrong, Kate. It's her third, believe it or not, according to the official scorebook, as that ball is out of bounds. A little too much on that outlet pass, and Brittany Bryson couldn't corral it in. Here's the New York Tech Bears offense trying to get set up. This is Spagnola.
You know, Pat, for New York Tech, I'm not seeing a lot of dribbles in here except when they're penetrating to the basket.
And they say that when you know, the game of basketball, you only dribble to do three things, Caitlin, and what's that? Remember?
Penetrating to the basket, moving around the screen, and pump fake and shooting. Am I right?
Well, it's hard to dribble when you pump fake. That layup's no good. And Goldie's going to try to retrieve this one. You shoot to better your passing angle. You shoot to drive to the lane for a layup. Or you shoot to advance the ball. Or dribble to advance the ball. I said shoot.
We'll see. Pump faking, dribbling around, passing, same thing.
You shouldn't dribble unless you're going to make those three things happen.
I don't know. I was just always splashing threes from half court, so I don't really remember.
So was I. I very, very rarely dribbled. As Nina Bartlett will check back in for Goldey Beacom to grab Brittany Bryson. I couldn't dribble very well. That's why I didn't dribble much. Got to admit your weaknesses out here, Caitlin. Here's McGrogan. Inbounding the ball. Gets it into Margarita Jubelli. Over to Nina. Nice look down to Jubelli. One dribble, and then she loses. Ball pops loose. Good hands by the New York Tech D. And they'll advance it and can't connect. And Goldey Beacom will take over again.
Hopefully, you know, in these next 40 minutes and 30 seconds, Goldie's able to come out with some fire. They got to start adding some.
I like the entry pass from Nina into Margarita. I would just like to see her not dribble the ball next time. Keep it up, turn, take your 2 steps, and put that little floater up, much like Amanda McGrogan did right there. Rebounded and brought up by Bomani. She'll kick it to Triptree. She'll fire for 3. That's no good. Gets her own rebound, though. You can't have that happen. Nina Bartlett has the ball. She'll kick it back to McGrogan. He's going to bring the ball up to set the offense up. Goes behind the back. Sets it up. Kicks it to Jubelli. Here's McGrogan. Pump fake. Down the lane she goes. Left hand. Looked like there's some contact. Nothing called. She's going to stay here after the block. There's Nina Vukosavljevic. We'll check back in.
She's purposely doing all these things, so you have to pronounce her name a million different ways, Pat. She's after you.
Belgrade, Serbia. It's a long way from home. Here's Nina Bartlett going in the lane, strong. Layup's no good. Rebound, Jubelli. She'll turn and go up. And that pops in and out, but the foul occurred on the floor. Nice aggressive move there by Jubelli and Bartlett both. And Jubelli with the great offensive rebound.
It's like Speaks coming back in for McGrogan.
Alana will check back in for the Lightning.
Hopefully she can pull off another quick 3 right here. But they do still have some time on the shot clock.
30 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock, 3:39 remaining until halftime. Here's Jubelli. She's going to float one up to Bartlett. She turns and looks. Got 3 defenders coming to her. Wide open Jill Latanowicz in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Rebound Jubelli. She looks to go up strong. That's no good. Over the back's going to be called on Latanowicz.
You know, Pat, Goldey seems to be really struggling down low, but I think they need to calm down because in previous games, we've seen them make those shots and, see them practicing in warm-ups, so we know that they can do it. So I think they're too riled up right now, and they're looking too much to get points on the board instead of getting some nice, clean shots.
I agree. And Jubeli did a great job that position. She got 2 offensive rebounds there, just couldn't complete the putbacks. If she can do that, the effort's there. She's making plays. Just got to finish them off. That's kind of been the story of this game so far for the Lightning. I mean, they've struggled here in this second quarter. And they're 6 of 23 shooting to start this game off in the first half. They could turn that around, they're going to be okay. They're going to be right back into this game without a doubt. The turnover battle, they've had 11 first half turnovers, but they forced 8 New York Tech turnovers. So it isn't that drastic of a differential there. It's just a matter of making baskets right now. Something Goldey's going to try to start doing here soon. 3 minutes to go, or 3:15 to go, I should say, until the break. Hood driving on Marissa. Kicks it over, that's no good, and there's going to be a foul on Marissa Howard there. New York Tech early in this one has done a pretty good job at getting position on Goldey Beacom and forcing us to foul them. That's an adjustment that the Lightning are going to have to make at halftime to try and get better position rebounding-wise and not get so many fouls.
Very true.
Here's Maya Hood, the grad student from Lafayette College. First one's up and good.
It looks like Madison Strapoli is going to be coming in for her after she shoots the second free throw.
Second one's good. Strapoli will come in. 3:03 to go until halftime. 29-14. Lightning trailing in this one. Mara Polk bringing the ball up. She kicks it over to Latanowicz. To Nina Bartlett. Here's Alana Speaks looking to make something happen. Kicks it to Mara Polk. 7 on the shot clock. Polk's got to make something happen. Drives down the lane. She's going to get bowed out. Reaching foul there on Nina Vukosavljevic. Nina's tying her finger. Oh, she was tying her shoelace. It would have been a great time to get that thing inbounds. Here's Nina Bartlett now.
Oh, that was a little.
Nina trying to make something happen. Into the lane, little fadeaway jumper off the right leg. Looking like Dirk Nowitzki there. No good off the front rim. It's a nice look from Nina Bartlett. If she can knock that shot down, that could be deadly. That ball's loose. Latanowicz comes up with it. Here comes Mara Polk and the Lightning. Kicks it to Speaks. Wide open in the corner for 3. She's fouled. 3 won't go in, but Alana Speaks is going to get herself 3 free throws, Kate.
You know, Pat, I think that Goldie's looking for some fast breaks, which is what I think they need right now. Because, you know, once their shots start dropping, they're going to get a lot more energy, and, you know, they're going to all start to get hyped about it. And look what just happened. We had a fast break 3 from Speaks from the corner, and now she's shooting 2. And foul points.
Shooting 3.
Shooting 3, excuse me. Foul points, foul shots are going to start adding up.
Oh, first one rims in and out. There's just been a little on that rim, Kate. There's been a little on that rim. But no, I agree with you. The fast break opportunities, perhaps that's a good way to get yourself, seeing the ball go into the basket, get yourself an easy layup. That can get you going offensively. Second one is nothing but cotton for Speaks, as Brittany Bryson will check back in. Ooh, no good on that third one. 1 of 3 for Speaks in that one. 29-15 your score. 2 minutes to go until halftime. New York Tech handling the ball here. There's a running floater, no good. Rebound to Latanowicz. Goldey trying to start up a little bit of a run here. Looking to get out in front. Here's Howard. Brittany's got good position. That ball's deflected. Jill dives for it, can't come up with it. Trip Tree gets an easy layup. And here's Mara Polk. Bringing the ball up, 31-15 to score. Poke to Speaks. Speaks driving baseline, going up strong, no good though. Trip Tree with the rebound. It's a nice aggressive take there by Alana Speaks. Here's Vukosavljevic.
1 minute left till half.
Three ball is buried by Caleb Bomani. New York Tech starting to find their groove offensively in this one. Under a minute to go here as the Lightning try to get something going here before the half somehow. Latanovic into Bryson. She backs to the baseline. They're going to say she traveled.
Looks like we have Elise Jefferson, freshman from New York Tech, coming in. She is from Lafayette, New Jersey. I'm able to pronounce that one.
Here she is. Here's Frierson. The Trip Tree. 20 seconds on the game clock. 10 now on the shot clock. Trip Tree. Down the lane. And finishes over Bryson. Brittany with them early foul. She really can't be too aggressive going for the block. It's not a terrible decision by her there.
4 seconds left.
Poke for three. Back rim no good. Latanovic can't get it to go, or doesn't get the shot off, I should say. And we're at the half right now. At the half, Kate. And New York Tech jumps out to a commanding lead here in this first half. 36-15 your score. We're going to go to the break right now, Kate. We're going to come back. Got some news and notes and a halftime wrap-up, or halftime, roundup review when we come back here on 302 Sports.
Achieve greater. 32 degree options. An employment rate over 90% among graduates. Goldey Beacom College. NCAA Division II athletics. A beautiful 24-acre suburban campus with safe on-campus living. Want another reason to consider Goldey Beacom College? We offer an affordability assurance to every accepted student, making us one of the most affordable private colleges in the region. Goldey Beacom College. Achieve greater.
Push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Joseph West Jones Center. We're at halftime of the women's game between New York Tech and Goldey Beacom College. New York Tech on top in this one, 36-15. And Kate, looking at these first half statistics, what jumps out at you here in this first half?
Of course, the last name I can't pronounce, but number 23 from New York Tech, Nina. She's got 9 points on the board. It's pretty spread out for New York right now. Hood's got 4. Triptree has 6. Who also has 9 has Shaylee Firestone. And then we have 3 for Kayla and 5 for Strapoli. Going on the flip side for Goldey, we have Tanner Turner-Rush with 1-3. We have Alana Speaks for 4. And we also have Marissa Howard for 4. And who else? Am I missing someone? Oh, and Amanda McGrogan for 4 also.
Yeah, one thing about Lightning, they've struggled to shoot in that first half. 6 of 26 as a team, only 2 of 9 from deep. And I think a big part of that is Tanner Turner-Rush getting in early foul trouble, picking up 3 personal fouls. Alana Speaks had 2, as well as Jezelbach picking up 2 fouls as well. And when you get into foul trouble, it's hard to get into an offensive rhythm, especially Tanner Turner-Rush, who is such a rhythm shooter and volume shooter. So when she gets that early foul trouble, she can't get into a rhythm. Hopefully in the second half, she can get herself into a rhythm and not pick up those fouls early and can continue to play in this game. I think Goldey's got to get to the rim a little more too, Kate.
Yeah, I think, you know, what you were talking about earlier before the half ended, you were talking about how instead of dribbling and going to the basket, you just need to turn and shoot. And I think that'll, you know, really benefit.
Yeah, and what's your key to every game, Kate?
Foul shots win every game.
It's 10-3 right now, an advantage of New York Tech. That just goes to show Goldey Beacom's got to go to the rim. If they can go to the basket, get fouled, get to the foul line, it'll make it a little bit easier for them potentially to get to a rhythm. And I had to throw your key in there.
Yeah, you know, Pat, and I think you know, Bryson starts, getting a lot more rebounds and starting putting up, that could be a really big threat. And obviously, Turner Rush, if she continues to hit her threes and make her threes, obviously speaks. Last game they're coming off some career highs there, so they definitely have the potential to do it. I really think that they just need to, push through, and especially every bench player, they need to push it off the bench, and we've seen a lot of that, because Alana's off the bench, and last game she scored 17. So, when we're getting the ball in, they got to have a lot of ball movement and a lot of nice, clean looks and, passes to the basket under the rim.
I agree. Brittany Bryson held scoreless in the first half. You don't normally see that. Let's talk a little bit about these news, these notes, these Goldey Beacom players in the news. Alana Speaks picked CACC Women's Basketball Rookie of the Week, and Amanda McGrogan named to the weekly honor roll. Freshman Alana Speaks has been named to the CACC Women's Basketball Rookie of the Week. Sophomore Amanda McGrogan was picked to the Women's Basketball Weekly Honor Roll, and Corey Tate on the men's team was selected to the Men's Basketball Weekly Honor Roll. Speaks, like you talked about earlier in the broadcast, Kate, notched her first career double-double with 17 points and 10 rebounds to go with 4 3-pointers and 4 assists Saturday in Goldey Beacom's 82-60 triumph over Wilmue. Speaks has shown a lot of potential in her young career, averaging 5.3 points, 3.2 rebounds in her first 10 games. She made a quick transition from soccer after being picked CACC Rookie of the Year, first team All-League, and second team CCA All-Region, and helping Goldey Beacom reach the conference semifinals. McGrogan scored 14 of her season-high 17 points in the first half, canned 4 of her season-best 5 3-pointers in that stanza on Saturday. This effort helped the Lightning open a 47-31 halftime lead en route to their 16th victory in the last 17 meetings with the Wildcats. Off to another strong start at guard after averaging just under 6 points a season ago. McGrogan is second in the league with a 46.2% three-point percentage and 27th with just under 10 points per game. Tate averaged 14.5 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 3 steals over 2 games, in addition to shooting 11 of 14 from the free throw line. He scored 19 points Wednesday and going 9 from 11 from the line with 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals in Goldey Beacom's 84-76 victory at Millersville. Tate also had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, and 2 assists Saturday versus Wilmington. Tate, who makes up his 3rd appearance on the weekly honor roll, continues to make an impact and climb the record books. He moved into 15th in school history with just under 800 points at 798 and went into 9th place, tied with 195 assists. He moved into 6th place with 200 free throws and is 6th with 126 steals. The men's squad is on the road Wednesday to visit Pace. The women are home right now, taking on New York Tech at 4 o'clock. The men will be coming up after this. They'll take on Adelphi. That'll be on a completely separate link that you can tune in for that. And our last note right here for Goldey Beacom athletes in the news is the softball team. They helped support Toys for Tots recently. They once again lent a charitable hand by helping collect gifts that will be donated to Toys for Tots. The squad had several boxes placed around campus seeking donations and received plenty of unwrapped toys that will go to charity celebrating its 70th year. In addition to the toys, the college's Students with a Purpose, the SWAP, donated $70 it received in its group fundraiser to Toys for Tots. Softball team the last 3 years has helped collect turkeys and assemble food baskets for the Newcastle County EMS Division paramedics. It also helped at the Ronald McDonald House in Wilmington, and in 2015 assisted the department's Bras for a Cause, in which the college was named a finalist for the NCAA Division II Award of Excellence. The team in 2016 was cited for its assistance in being presented the CACC Team Sportsmanship Award. Last year, 14-12 in conference, had an exceptional 2017 on the field, closing 5th in the conference and boasting his first winning record in the league since it went 14-8 in 2006. Kate, so not just the ladies basketball team, not just the men's basketball team, but the other athletic programs around the school chipping in and doing what they can, because 'tis the season.
To be jolly, fa la la la.
Not fa ra 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 ra, it's fa la 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 la.
I just said that.
But 2 minutes away here from the second half. What are some keys that you're looking forward to that get this thing turned around for Goldey Beacom?
Second half, I definitely think what I was talking about before, transition balls. Also, a lot of fast break balls, getting in, getting to the basket, drawing the fouls, making your foul shots, and always, of course, ball movement. And I would like to see, a little bit of what they haven't done recently. I'd like to see a lot more screens and pick off screens and, really nice looks through the basket. So, I mean, I feel like if they did just even one or two of those, and then the few I named, I feel like that could really help them, add some points to the board.
Very good points right there, Kate. I do agree, mostly with your fast break points. I think you're dead on with that. If they can somehow force NYT just one shot at who's boxing out, force them to one shot attempt, get out on the break, get some easy layup attempts that can claw your way back into the game. It can also get yourself seeing the ball go through the net, something that Goldey Beacom did not see a lot of in that first half, which can be frustrating to anybody that's playing the game of basketball. So to see them bounce back, perhaps get some things going in that fast break, I agree that could be the spark that they need, as well as, like you spoke on, getting to the rim, somehow attacking the basket, getting to the foul line, and finishing that way. We're just under 30 seconds before starting this second half.
And Pat, I think you're right. Like you said earlier, sometimes you need to see yourself make a basket to start, getting the ball rolling and, getting out on the floor and getting a lot of the shots that you can make. Because, I saw them, here practicing during the half, and they were making a lot of their shots. They just need to be confident enough to transition that over to the third quarter and not just, bring as much energy out in the fourth quarter as you can, but, bring it in each quarter and transition from one to the other and really start to build up.
Right you are, Kate, and we're about ready to get going here in the second half. Tanner Turner-Rush will start the second half with her 3 fouls to see if she can get things going into a rhythm and stay out of foul trouble here in the second half. I think that could be a big-time key too, Kate. She's one of the better scorers on this team, definitely one of the better shooters. Having her on the floor only helps this team. NYT will start with the ball. Vukosavljevic will inbound it. Deflected by Tanner Turner-Rush, but controlled by NYT. Turner-Rush is going to take Vukosavljevic. You don't want to foul here if you're Tanner. Leading her into that double team. And there's going to be a foul there on Jill Latanovic. She gets a little bit of, I think that was that Frierson? Yeah, a little bit of Frierson there, and the foul is called. One thing that Mr. Levinson was talking to us about, the head of officiating, was that with these screens now, and that was a very similar play, they're allowing the girl or the women to get a little wider base, where before they used to call that an illegal screen if your leg stuck out and a defender ran into you. They're a little more leeway into the game now, letting them allow to get that nice, strong, wide base and set an effective screen. I think that's a big part of an advancement in the game. He also said that they've, as this ball's loose, and I'll talk about that after we get done this action here, and McGrogan picks it up. He also said that they're borrowing a lot of rules from the FIBA rules, the FIBA game, which is the international version of basketball, which is a lot different than perhaps the American version of the game. As that ball go out of bounds, and it'll stay here with the Lightning. So they take a lot from the FIBA rules. The women also use that restricted area that you see on the floor. You see that semicircle directly under the basket. If a defender is within that semicircle, it is an automatic blocking foul, whether they're set or not. If they're outside of that semicircle, then a charge can be taken if the player is 100% under control and not moving. Here's Bartlett. And that ball a little bit out of the reach of Amanda.
Pat, going back to the screen part, I actually agree with that now that I was thinking a little more into it, because I agree if you have a, wide set, And if the defender, like, if the offense decides to trip over you, like unintentionally or intentionally, that's not exactly your fault.
The thing is, Kate, if you're setting a screen and running the pick and roll effectively, the ball handler is brushing shoulders with the screen setter, which will internally create some contact with the defender and the person setting the screen. Therefore, that person setting the screen shouldn't be held accountable for any kind of contact that the defender runs into you. Just because they get hooked in your legs doesn't mean that you should get the foul call. And I think that's a good adjustment that they made, as there is a traveling violation right there against Vuko Savlovic.
Yeah, I agree, Pat.
That's one thing about the game of basketball. It's so great. There's a turnover right there. That's a tough one. To be able to change the game and adapt to the new style of play, adapt to these players is something that's very important, and that's what he was talking to us about pregame. It's not being stuck in the, well, this is the rules of the game when it was created. We can't adjust it all. There's got to be a little bit of adjustment, and I think it's a very smart job by the committee there. As that ball is out of bounds, last touch by Goldey, as Marissa Howard will check back in for her first appearance of the second half.
Marissa Howard with the rebound. McGrogan bringing the ball up the court. Passing it to Latanowicz. She'll go in for the shot. And she makes that nice off the glass. Nice high off the glass.
Nice bucket there by Jill Latanowicz. First basket of the second half for Goldey. Let's see what it sparks. There's a foul as McGrogan bumps Spagnuolo. Jill picks up Amanda picks up her second personal. Defending Spagnuolo here. Nice defense, three ball by Frierson's good. That's a dagger three right there. Here's Latanowicz bringing it up for Goldey. Kicking it over to Marissa Howard, one more to McGrogan. McGrogan will look to set the offense. Kicks it to Tanner Turner Rush. To Brittany. Bryson down the lane. Might have got away with a push-off, but nice touch right there. Nothing but net for Brittany Bryson. Her first points in the game.
That's what I was just about to say. Oh, a little bobbled off.
And it's picked up by Tanner Turner Rush. The Lightning trying to make something happen, perhaps getting on a run. And there's a foul right there against Vuko Savlovic. That should be her fourth. That's her third, okay. Her third personal foul. That could loom large if she gets into foul trouble. Here's McGrogan. I look to attack her right away. I can. Got to find her. Here's Bryson to Latanowicz. One more Tanner Turner Rush. Brittany's got position in the post. They don't go to her. Here's Jill. Gives it to McGrogan. Down the lane she goes. Puts up the scoop shot. It's in. Will they count it? Let's see. They do count it, as they should. And one opportunity for Amanda McGrogan, trying to get three the hard way, Kate.
That's what we were talking about, making drives to the basket and getting some fouls. And I think it's even better when you get an and one, because you get to make a three-point play and you get that chance.
That shot's up and good. 41-22 now to score after the nice play by McGrogan. That ball, here comes the pressure from the Lightning, something we didn't see in the first half. Nice job by NYT, though, breaking that pressure, and Frierson will set the offense. 15 seconds on that shot clock. Here's Yugoslavovic for three. Back rim, no good. Latanowicz hustles against the floorboard. Up to McGrogan. She's looking to dribble the ball up. Lightning trying to make a run here. Here's Tanner Turner Rush for three. Front rim, no good. Just barely grazed it. Here comes NYT. Vuko handling the rock. Here's Spagnuolo. Frierson. 3 seconds.
Oh.
Little running finger roll layup by Nina Vukosavljevic. Puts her in double figures with 11.
She had some long strides there.
Here's Marissa Howard. They're going to call travel on Amanda McGrogan there. And Mara Polk and Alana Speaks will check back in. Frierson will go over to Spagnola. Up to Strapoli. And now Frierson will set the offense up. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Down low to Rispoli, and that's an easy bucket right there for Rispoli. He's up and good. Here comes Mara Polk for the Lightning. To Howard. Alana Speaks. Good ball movement here by the Lightning. Turner rush for 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound to Frierson. Spagnola. Back up top. NYT will chew up some shot clock here. Vukosavljevic will take the 3 and she'll deposit it.
She is just adding points to her box score.
Yes, she is. Here comes the Lightning. I'd like to see. Got to get a hand in her face. They can't leave her. She is a capable shooter. Here's Turner rush down the lane. Scoop shot. No good. Rebound NYT. They're going to look to run. They get it up the Hood. Maya Hood. Layup's good.
That was a nice little baseball pass in there.
It was. Here comes Polk. She gets it and she gets fouled as Maya Hood picks up that personal. Mara Polk got the worst of that collision there. Caitlin.
Yeah.
Hopefully she can shake that off.
Looks like she had a little elbow. Looks like we're going to have Fernandez and Bryson back in.
Ruth will throw it into Mara. Mara Polk handling the rock. Kicks it over to Tanner. Turner up. Down to Brittany. Nice spin dribble left hand off the back rim. No good. It's just been a struggle for Goldey tonight to score the basketball. Have gotten good looks, Kate. It's not that they're not getting good looks. They're getting good looks. It's just for whatever reason, not falling for them tonight. Here's Frierson.
I think that's unlikely, especially since, you know, Bryson's put up a few shots and they haven't fallen, because usually by now you'd see her in double digits.
There's an illegal screen going against Rispoli. Nice job by the Lightning defense, forcing that offensive foul. McGrogan will check back in for Turner Rush. Mara Polk will set the offense up. Gives it to Speaks. Give it to Brittany. There you go. Give it to her. Down the baseline she goes. Gets position. Easy bucket. Keep feeding her the basketball if she's that open. If they're going to let her, if they're going to play behind her, just give her the ball and let her go to work.
Yep, and that was some nice footwork in there.
Here's a little bit of ball pressure given there by Goldey. Rispoli to Spagnola. Vukosavljevic. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, she's just trying to show off. That's no good. Rispoli offensive rebound.
Oh.
Can't have that though. Can't have that.
So New York Tech's coach could have called timeout here.
He's going to call a full timeout, and with that, we'll step aside for a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back. You're watching 302 Sports.
Achieve greater 32 degree options. An employment rate over 90% among graduates. Goldey Beacom College. NCAA Division II athletics, a beautiful 24-acre suburban campus with safe on-campus living. Want another reason to consider Goldey Beacom College? We offer an affordability assurance to every accepted student, making us one of the most affordable private colleges in the region. Goldey Beacom College. Achieve greater. Achieve.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Joseph West Jones Center. Goldey Beacom Lightning taking on the New York Tech Bears. And Kate, Lightning trying to get something going here offensively. It's been a struggle for them. And I do think the last possession was a positive there. They got it into Nina Bartlett when she was down there posted up, and she got herself a nice easy layup on it.
You mean Bryson?
Yes. Did I not say Brittany? I apologize, Brittany.
You said Bartlett.
There you go. Bryson, Bartlett, both got B's. Easy mistake. Can't make it though. Alana Speaks brings it in. That's Brittany Bryson to Ruth Fernandez. As you see on the bottom left-hand side of our screen, we'd like to thank the sponsors here at Goldey Beacom College for everything that they do. Into Brittany Bryson. She looks good work. Nice move. She's fouled going to the line. Nice job. Back-to-back possessions. They try and get Brittany involved, and first one ends up with a nice, easy layup. Second one gets her at the line shooting 2 foul shots. One of your keys to games here, Kate.
Very true. Gotta always remember that.
Gives Goldey a chance to score with no time coming off the clock. First one's butter.
You with that butter.
I know you like that, Kate. That's why I said it. Second one.
No, can't believe it's not butter.
Oh, let me tell you that. Look at you over here. Look at you. I don't know if you're probably too young to remember back in the day. They used to have that commercial that can't believe it's not butter with it. Fabio.
I actually do remember it.
Yep. Fabio. Did your mom read them, those novels with him on the cover?
Not quite sure.
My grandmother did. He's always on like the cover of these like novel books. That one's no good. Goldey Beacom with the rebound. Fabio once rid on a roller coaster and a dove. Ran into a dove as he was going by. As McGrogan deposits 2 there for Goldey Beacom.
See, just what we're talking about.
Trying to make a run back into this. There's Frierson, a stare down 3-pointer, and when you get those opportunities, gotta knock them down, and she does.
Goldey needs some more quick fast break layups or threes.
Here's Fernandez down to Bryson. This is what they should be doing. And
one.
Brittany Bryson, the hoop and the harm. It's a good strong take there, Kate.
Yeah, and I think, the past couple minutes we've had some like them ones and a lot of potential 3-point plays.
One thing about these Lightning is there's no quit in them. Bryson's free throw is good. 2 for 3 on the night from the charity stripe for Brittany.
Goldey's still trailing 55-30 here in the third quarter with under a minute left.
A lot of time left. Third quarter, Kate. Third quarter. That one's airmailed. You gotta like that if you're the Lightning. Careless turnover there from New York Tech. Here's Mara Polk. Bringing the ball up for the Lightning. Perhaps a little bit of a run to end the quarter would be nice. Fernandez, she had a layup. She picks it up. 17 on the shot clock, 30 left in the quarter. McGrogan down to Bryson. Go to work. She's going to get to the foul line. Rispoli picks up another foul.
She almost had a back-to-back 3-point plays.
This is good basketball right now. So Rispoli, it's her 4th. And here's Brittany at the line, shooting. As Coach Kenny Parham is beside himself with that call. Coach, you can be mad all you want, it doesn't matter. Brittany's already 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Bryson coming alive here in this third quarter. 9 points already, make it 10. All 10 of her points here in the fourth quarter of play. Or third quarter of play, I should say.
Shot clock unplugged.
Is Vukosavljevic. Ruth Fernandez defending her. 13 seconds and counting. 10 seconds.
I think she's going to shoot.
Vukosavljevic puts it up. No good. Offensive rebound.
Oh.
Can't have that, Caitlin.
You know, Pat,
Offensive rebound to Frierson. She puts it up and in.
I'll give her that one. That was a really nice, lean layup. It looked like she was falling there, but she decided to put it up anyways.
Unreal. We're going to step aside here. We're going to come back for fourth quarter action here at Joseph West Jones Center on 302 Sports.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at Joseph West Jones Center on the campus of Goldey Beacom College for women's college basketball here between Goldey Beacom and New York Tech. Goldey's going to have possession of the basketball to start this fourth quarter off, trailing to New York Tech right now, trying to get something going.
1 10-minute quarter left for them to start adding some points. A lot of time.
There's a little floater by Turner Rush, and it's good. Baseline jumper goes in for Tanner. Give her 5 points on the night. Her first bucket since that first quarter when she hit a three-pointer. Foul trouble has plagued Tanner Turner Rush in this one. There's a nice job by Amanda McGrogan deflecting that pass out of bounds. 12 seconds on the shot clock here for New York Tech. This is Maya Hood to Frierson. Vukosavljevic. And they're going to get Maripoke with the blocking foul there.
Ruth Fernandez, Pat.
They look so similar with the ponytails until you see the number on the back. Yes. I got to tell you, Kate, I've been up since 10 o'clock last night. I might be starting to lose my vision a little bit. It's been a long work day for me, Caitlin.
If I wore glasses, I'd give you my glasses, but I do not wear glasses.
There's Nina Vukosavljevic. She's been a little bit of everything here for New York Tech in this one. Euro step through, kicks it out to Spagnola. In and out, no good. Maripoke with the rebound. That's Maripoke. To Turner Rush, back to Poke, to McGrogan. One more for Fernandez. Bryson gets position again. She's been doing this a lot in the third quarter. There's going to be a foul, and it's going on Hood. You've kind of found a strength right here, Caitlin, getting the ball into Bryson.
And it seems to be every time down the floor. And, New York Tech just can't seem to lay off the fouls right now. So that one's going to be on the floor, and most likely they're going to do the exact same thing right here, Pat.
This is going to be something that Goldey Beacom is going to look back when they watch the film and be like, we should have exploited this a little bit sooner in the game. Here's Bryson again. Out to Fernandez, one more for Poke. Down the lane, Poke, one more, Turner rush, wide open three in the corner, and it's good. Turner rush from 3, now has 8 points in this one. Perhaps you see her getting a rhythm here. Still 8 minutes to go in this game. Well, anything can happen in this, Kate, anything can happen. It's a wild game. Here's Vukosalovich, second leading scorer on the night for New York Tech. She's got 14. Inside the hood. She's going to try and go past Brittany. Nothing doing. Rebound to Turner rush. Here come the Lightning. All of a sudden playing inspired basketball. Much better brand of basketball right now in these last about 7 minutes. Ruth Fernandez in the corner. They're going to get her for a travel. I guess she must have stepped with her right foot originally and then stepped with her left foot on the drive, and that is a travel. I used to get called for that a lot, Katie, and you don't feel it.
Yeah.
When you do it, you don't feel it.
You don't until someone calls you out for it, but I thought that was a really good look, you know, dribbling around the defender.
30-second timeout taken here by Kenny Parham and the New York Tech Bears. Frierson leading the way for them, 17 points in this one, but Vukosalovich, 14 points and 7 assists. As for Goldey Beacom, you're looking, Brittany Bryson, 10 points, all of them in the second half. McGrogan's added 9, Turner Rush now has 8. As Goldey Beacom trying to turn things around here in this fourth quarter. Obviously, we're trying to win the game, but if you come up a little bit short here, at least you go into the next game feeling good about yourselves with a lot of momentum, playing great basketball to finish a game off. That's right now is the goal for Goldey Beacom.
It's a little bit frosty in here tonight, Pat. Jack Frost is out to get me.
Well, it's been frosty for the past week or so, Kate. It's been a cold one, very cold.
I was down at UD last night at the Beast of the East.
Yes.
And I saw someone drive over median because, you know, you can't see anything when the snow's out there like that, especially in the dark. Nina Bartlett with the steal.
Here's McGrogan. Pulls up, kicks it out. Fernandez, open three. In and out, no good.
Nice look.
That was a very nice look. I agree with you wholeheartedly there. Vukosalovich thinking about it, pulling it back, driving baseline, trying to kick it, stolen away. Here comes Mara Pope. Lightning, again, like we've been saying, playing much better basketball of late here. Turner rush, wide open for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound over Spoli.
You know, Pat, I think it was snowing here last Saturday when we were here.
It was.
Today, it looks like it's not, but it did snow a lot last night. And, you know, a lot of the Red Clay School District games got canceled last night.
Every high school game in the state of Delaware is canceled, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was supposed to, you know, do the Conrad girls game versus Newark Charter last night, but then I ended up going to UD because they were not canceling that one when Princeton and Ohio State came out.
Big time Division I. Oh, there's a steal by Vukosalovich. Layup is good. She picked the pocket right there. It's pretty good defense right there by the senior on NYT. Here comes Mara Pope trying to answer right back. Under 6 to go here now in the fourth quarter. Here's Ruth Fernandez. Danina Bartlett. She's going to look to go. Gets through the lane, puts up the shot. Foul on the ground. It's going to be on Rispoli, and if it is, it's her 5th. They didn't. They call it on Spagnuolo, her 4th, or her 3rd.
Looks like this is Goldie's last game before the Christmas break until they play the University of the Sciences on the 3rd of January, 6 p.m. at the Jones Center.
Yep, last game of the year for Goldey.
It looks like they have 2 more between then. They have Georgian Court and Jefferson, but they will not be playing home until the 3rd.
There's a foul on Rispoli. That's her 5th. Nice job by Nina. Really nice strong spin move baseline. They had a kick out to wide open Ruth Fernandez for 3, but the whistle was blown.
Looks like Hood and Bryson are coming back in, and Hood needs to watch those fouls because she's been getting called very frequently during this last quarter for fouls against, Brittany Bryson. So I think she has 3. I think I'm correct.
We'll go check on that. Hood has 4, Kate.
Ooh.
4 person. She's got 4. Spagnola's got 4. Vuka Savlovic has 3. And there's slim pickets over there on that bench. Only 1 player, or one's getting worked out. That's Triptree's. That one's good by Brittany Bryson. Triptree's getting over there evaluated. She's kind of looks like she's injured, and the only other person in uniform is Elise Jefferson. That 3-pointer no good. McGrogan fighting for the rebound and grabbing it. Jump ball, it's going to stay here. That's a tough one. Possession error stays here. So Goldey can get themselves in a pretty good scenario here if they can foul a couple more players out. This Triptree obviously is good. She's coming back in. You got fan love over here, Kate. I see she's got a little fan club.
Always following me, asking for autographs, After, singing the anthem a few times here and there, I seem to have become famous.
Good for you, Caitlin. I'm proud of you.
Let's sing a duet next time.
Oh, you don't want to hear that. I might crack the backboard. Here's Triptree. Spagnola. This is Hood. Good defense by the Lightning here. Frierson, Triptree, going to pull the 3, and she's going to bury it.
New York Tech seems to be getting a lot of clean outside shots, and that's what every team likes to see.
And Goldey, who every time they try to make a move here, NYT hits a big-time shot to keep their distance.
Oh, little fumble right there.
We'll take that. Here's Alana Speaks looking to make something happen. The Tanner Turner rush. Here's McGrogan just inside the 3-point line. Easy money. Much better second half for the Lightning offensively. Somebody, that's Tanner Turner Rush, is on the floor. It looks like she might have caught an elbow or something, and they finally stopped play to check on her.
Elbows are the worst, especially to the face.
Oh, without a doubt. I caught one in the nose one time, Kate, and I was bleeding from 3 spots, both nostrils, and I had a gash down the middle of my nose. It's still crooked to this day.
I remember a few years ago when I was in high school, I played in the Diamond State Classic, the one that
yes,
I'm
going to be broadcasting.
Yes, yeah. I will. I remember I got a nice hook elbow to the nose, and just my eye was bruised, my nose was bleeding, my lip got busted with one elbow. One elbow.
Oh, yeah, I'll never forget it. The rest of the weekend, it was an AAU tournament. The rest of the weekend, I couldn't breathe out of my nose. Playing, and I had one of those breathing strips across it. It was swollen. Could you imagine trying to play a basketball game without breathing through your nose? It's tough. It's not easy.
Yeah, you're right. And I remember going down to trainers, and they were just like, at St. Elizabeth's, they were like, what happened to you? Did you? Yeah, it was not fun.
There's Tom Beto out there. There's a layup, no good rebound. There, new appearance to Shira Birch, the freshman from Suffolk, Virginia, #1 handling the ball for the Lightning. Her first appearance in this game.
Looks like she's got some speed on her.
Yeah, she does. We saw that last week. She's got some quickness to her, that's for sure. Here's Poke. Down low to Jubelli. Jubelli spins baseline. Oh, she had it. She should have stuck with it. To Birch. Here's Birch. 7 on the shot clock. Drives the lane. Goes over the left hand. Good finish.
Nice. right off the bench, scoring a nice clean layup. And I think that's good for her, especially since she's a freshman. She's been getting some minutes recently. And, you know, that builds to improvement for years to follow.
And for the first time since the opening moments of the third quarter, the Lightning get it within 20. See if they can continue this run to end the game. Here's Spagnola with the rebound. Under 3 to go. Like we said, they've been playing much better second half basketball, the Lightning have. That layup's good by Hood. Looked like there was some contact there. Nothing called. Here's Poke. Down the lane, Speaks open for 3. Front rim, no good. Rebound, Spagnola. Timeout, New York Tech. It's going to be a full timeout. With that, we're going to step aside here real quick. We'll be right back. You're watching 302 Sports. And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Joseph West Jones Center. Fourth quarter action here. Women's game. Goldey Beacom taking on New York Tech.
Got 2 minutes until we start commentating for the boys.
Goldey Beacom has shown a much better effort here in this second half. Playing much better basketball. That's a nice move. Nina Vukosavljevic, I got to give her that. That's hard to defend. No matter who it is. That's a very, very nice move right there.
Especially her height and the quick ball movement and the nice footwork.
Here's Jezel back for the Lightning. Into Jubelli. She backs in, looking to make something happen. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound to Jefferson. Here's Vukosavljevic. Spagnola. We're approaching 1 minute to go in this one. Spagnola for 3. Buries it.
Under a minute to go in the fourth quarter.
Here's Tashira Burst. Valuable minutes for the freshman here. Getting some burn. Already has 2 points in this one. There's Jezel back to Poke. Latanovic with a nice spin fadeaway jumper in and out, no good. That's a nice move right there, though, from Jill. Under 30 to go. This is Triptree. Vukosavljevic in there. This is Hood. That's a foul right there on Maripoke. 6.5 to play in this one. We talked about it. Lightning next game will be Tuesday. They'll be taking on Georgian Court, another conference game. Next time you will see them here on 302 Sports at home, like Kate said, January 3rd, Wednesday, January 3rd, against the U of Sciences and former St. Elizabeth player Thomas. Gonna bother me right now, but I can't remember her first name for whatever reason. Hood's second free throw, no good. And that'll do it for this one. Goldey Beacom dropping a tough one to New York Tech.
You know, Pat, I think there's a lot of good points that Goldey can work off here.
100%, without a doubt. Especially the second half effort that they gave, I feel, especially offensively. Remember, this team, we only had 15 points at halftime. We came out, almost put up 30 in the second half. They played very good second half basketball. There's a lot of good things, like Caitlin said. A lot of good things to see.
Yeah, you're right. And, you know, some of the few things we were talking about, you know, the whole non-dribbling and turning and shooting. And, you know, they had a lot of really good looks and a lot of shots. You know, they just weren't falling tonight. And, you know, I think they really struggle with that. But it's something for the future that you can improve with, you know, especially for your game on Tuesday against Georgian Court. I think they definitely can improve with it. And continuing to move forward, they can learn from past mistakes. And, I mean, the only thing that you can do is move forward. So
that's it. There is no looking back, Caitlin. You're exactly right. Well, that's going to do it here, Kate. It's going to do it here. Again, tune in to the men's game. It'll be on a separate link. It'll be on a separate link, so do not expect to find it on the link that you are watching right now. You'll have to turn over. It'll be on our YouTube page. And tune in. They're going to take on an Adelphi team. Of course, the men come into this one at 4-6. They'll be taking on a 4-7 Adelphi Panthers team. Should be a pretty good matchup, all right? That's been it for us. I've been Patrick Arianes. Alongside me has been Caitlin Ferry. We'll see you next week here on 302 Sports for more women's basketball. Have a good one.